Hello, creative stampers. I have a surprise for you. Well, first of all, today's Sunday, and I hardly ever come live on Sunday. Matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I came live on Sunday. But anyways, I'm coming live on Sunday because of my card kit by mail. Now, my card kit by mail every month, you put in an order and I send you the card kit, along with the supplies to make the card kit. However, this month we're going to do it different. One reason we're doing it different is because I'm leaving for Thanksgiving and then I'm having surgery on December 6th. So I need to make this a little easier on myself. And the best way to make it easy on myself is for you to purchase your own supplies and I'll just send you the card kit. Okay. So this is how it works. I'm going to show you the cards. You're going to get the cardstock prepped and prepared, like if I need to do some embossing, I'll emboss it for you for 4 cards. Okay. And so usually you get 8, but it's just going to be the 4 cards because you're getting them for free. And let's see. So you get the cardstock and cut and prepped. You're also going to get enough designer paper for those cards. So if I use a little 4 by 5 1/4 piece of DSP on one of the cards, you'll get that DSP. Now I'm going to try to make the DSP just as the same that I used on my cards, but if I run out of that one DSP before I finish making all the kits, it wouldn't be cost effective for me to purchase that whole pack of paper again, but I will find something very similar in my stash. Okay. Now, this is, the Nests of Winter DSP. So if you already have the Nests of Winter DSP, you're set to go. The stamp set that goes with it, which is called, I keep wanting to call it Birds of Winter. It's not. Winterly Treetops. Such a strange name for that stamp set. Winterly Treetops, that has the birds, that goes with the paper. So we're going to do that. And you will get the entire pack of the gems, though, because every month when you put in a purchase with me, I always send you a pack of gems or something equivalent. Anyway, so you're going to get the gems. You'll get enough of the thread that goes with the suite for the cards for the 4 cards. So you'll just get enough of the thread for the 4 cards. And and then the other big thing is that we're having a sale starting the 13th, which is Wednesday. So today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday starts the sale. It's a seasonal sale, and I'll have all the information in the description below. This is the YouTube channel. So in the description below in the YouTube, you'll have to go to if you're not watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook, all of the information is on the website. The stampinup.com has the seasonal sale information. Now it's just for the 3 days, 13, 14, and 15. But if you put your order in those 3 days, you're going to get the extra sale, the free cards, the free embellishments, everything. Now, don't forget, you have to use this host code right here. Unless you go over 150. If you put in a purchase over 150, please do not use this host code because Stampin' Up will give you Stampin' Rewards, 10% of your sale. So if you put in 150, they'll give you $15 in free product of your choosing in that order for that order. So be sure that you pay attention to that. I'll still give you the free cards and the embellishments, but if you want it and you don't go over 150, you need to put in this host code so it'll alert me to that. All right. Hello there, Anna and Annie. I'm sorry, Annie and Luana. And then my Facebook user from Oregon. Don't ask me what Facebook is doing. I still haven't figured it out. I do not know why I can't see y'all's names, but anyways, let's get started. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make the 4 cards with you. Okay. This will be your video. And then I'll also attach this video with the instructions that go with the card that I'll email you. Okay. Hello, Doris and Samantha. All right. So that is, I think I've said everything that you need to know, but if you've got another question, please put a question mark in front and I'll answer that while we're making the cards. So we're going to be making 4 cards. So it's going to take a little bit, but you're really going to love these cards. Okay. And then, like I said, if you want the card kit for free, along with the embellishments, put in the $50 order with the host code. Okay. All righty, let's switch views. Here we go. All right, here are the cards. So here's the first one. So your kit will come with the Blackberry Bliss, the cardstock, the white cardstock to stamp and cut out, and this DSP here, and a little bit of the thread there, and these gems here. All of that's going to come in the kit for this one card. Oh, and the inside. Oh, I haven't put the inside in, but you'll get a piece from the inside. What will not be in the kit is the stamp, the ink, and that. So that's not going to be in the kit, but everything else will be in the kit. This one is a fun fold. Everybody loves a good fun fold. Okay. This one, I'm going to have you cut this pine out on white cardstock and color the white with the shaded spruce blending pen. Or if you'd rather, you can get a piece of your green cardstock in your stash and cut it out. But you need the negative for the next card, okay? So you'll have everything here. I'll emboss this back piece for you, and that'll come in your kit. But you're going to take the negative of this card, lay it on the white cardstock here, and use your blending brush and blend a heavy layer of the mossy green. And then you're going to turn the negative, and then you'll do the ink embossing with a lighter shade of the mossy meadow. And then you'll get all the rest of the, and I'll have this piece punched out for you. Okay, so that is what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first card. So let me grab that. I've got all my supplies here. All right, let's see who we've got in the watching us. We've got Doris and Sandy have joined us, a Facebook user from Minnesota, Pam and Mary. Lovely. Mary's from Ireland. All right. So like I said, I'll be making these 4 cards, and they are free with purchase this month. So let's pull out. This card is going to use the crumb cake blender pens. So these are things that you'll need to make these cards. You'll have to have your own ink and coloring stuff. So you could change the colors if you wanted to. This is the copper clay, okay, and the crumb cake and the Blackberry Bliss. So we're using those colors. You'll have this piece of DSP, okay. You'll have the strip for the sentiment. This is your inside piece, okay, right there. All right, so that goes there. And then these, you will need the scrap paper to stamp and cut out. So let me move this over. All right, we'll first go ahead and fold our cardstock. All right. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I know I need to keep myself up here. Push in so that y'all can always see me. And then get my bone folder so it'll stay flat. There we go. All right, so that part's done. This piece of designer paper, okay. Now your written instructions will have the, it'll come to me. The written instructions will have the measurements, okay. So if you want all that, if you just want the instructions, you don't want all this other stuff, you could purchase just the tutorial. That would be available also. And my tutorial always includes my video. All right, so we've got that. What's next? We need to make our bird and our sentiment. So let me get out my Mementos black ink, all right, and my scrap paper here. Okay. And your scrap paper will be this big, and you'll have enough for all 4 cards. So, okay. There we go. Got that on there. Okay, and then also while I've got the ink out, let's go ahead and do the sentiment. Thinking of you. Oh, and also these cards are great if you didn't want Thinking of You and you wanted Merry Christmas or or Season's Greetings. You could do that instead. So it's just a strip. So we're going to pull it to the right just a wee bit. There we go. All right, so that's our sentiment. Now, to color my birds, this is how I color them. So I get the, where am I? Okay, so we're going to do the crumb cake here. So let's get out our crumb cake. And it's just the wings and the head. And I'm using the darker crumb cake here. So just the wings and the head. Ooh, I'm a little shaky. That's all right. Now these, I think these are tufted titmice, tufted titmouses. I'm not really sure how you say plural of tufted titmouse, but anyways, I'm going to be coloring them in different colors throughout this thing to show you the different ways to use this same stamp, but different colors. All right, so we're going to come in here and color his little wing and his tail. Okay, and let's see, and I kind of have a little, oh no, that's the light. I'm going to do the lighter crumb cake over there. Okay. And the lighter crumb cake I'm kind of doing on these shadowy areas. I know usually you do the darker on the shading, but because he's actually supposed to have a white breast, there we go. So we've colored our little our little titmouses. It'll come to me. The copper clay is for the wood, so, and also for the beaks. So there we go. We've got the copper. I love it. I think this is a great color for brown. Okay, I'll check questions here in just a sec. So if you've got a question, go ahead and get it typed in right now. This is free card kit with purchase. So it's a $50 purchase. You'll get everything for the 4 cards, including a pack of the gems and instructions also. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to get some of the darker, make the wood just a little darker here. Here. I don't know, sometimes doing the shading on the itty bitty is a little overkill, but that's all right. All right, so we've got that. And then finally, because our cardstock is Blackberry Bliss, I'm making my berries Blackberry Bliss. I'm doing them in the light, and then the little like circle in the berry is going to be the darker. All right, so love this. It's fun. Oh, goodness. It's a pretty color. It's kind of like Merlot wine. I guess blackberry wine. Or just grape juice. Okay, let me double check on questions. All right, I don't see any questions yet. Awesome. Okay, for those of you just joining me, we're doing a free card kit by mail this month, and it's these 4 cards that I'm going to be making this morning. So like I said, this video is going to be kind of long. I'm going to be making all 4 cards. Okay, so I'm just coming in and doing the little dot on the berries with the dark Blackberry Bliss. There we go. All right, so that's done. Now we just need to cut it out. So you'll want this die here. And I like using washi tape. You don't always have to if you've got a good, the cut and emboss machine that we have, you actually, it doesn't move the dies don't really move, but I just feel safer because I have such a shaky hand. I'm just going to come over here. I don't know, can y'all even see me? A little bit. You can see me a little bit. Use my cut and emboss machine. Whee! Okay. Get this out of the way. Okay. Ooh, it's getting a little warm in here. All right, so we've got our card. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. I've got some of these sprigs here. Okay, let me get this back out. Totally forgot that part. They were hiding. So the stamp set comes with the little pussy willow. I think that's what that is. Here's my black ink. And I have 3 of them. And because I have 3, I've got to run it through 3 times, but that's okay. We can do it. All right. And I am using the color lifter on this one. So I'll show you how I'm doing these. I'm going to take the crumb cake, the light crumb cake, because these little guys are really white, but I want them to have a little shade. So we've got that, but I didn't want to make them all the whole thing. Of crumb cake because then they would look brown. But I want it to look blended. I don't want it to have that harsh line like that. So how you do that is you take the blender brush, the blender pen. Uh-oh. Okay, I had it out just a second ago. Hold on. Come on, blender pen. Ah, there you are. Okay, so this is the blender pen. It's a color lifter, okay, and it's just clear. So you just come on here, and when you rub on top of it, what it does is it pushes the color to the back, so it doesn't look as dark. Because you're not actually lifting the whole color, but it makes it pretty light. All right, so now they look white, but they actually have like a little shadow. Okay, now I'm going to take the dark crumb cake, however, and I'm going to color the stems. And I'm just going to do a very light hand because the stems are really little. Okay. Whew. I am shaky. Okay. There we go. All right, so we've got those. Get the scissors and cut this down so I'm not putting this whole piece in the cutting machine. There we go. Okay, and let's, here's my die. Here's my die. So here's my little die and my washi tape. Yay. Okay, so we've got, we're making the cards, and I wanted to remind you that Wednesday, we're starting our seasonal sale. If you have not heard about this, and that's another reason I'm doing this card kit free with purchase, is because of the sale. It's going to be less expensive for you to purchase your own product if you need this product to create these kits, than for me to charge you, order it myself, cut it up, give it to you. I'd end up having to buy it all at full price. So, and also it would take longer. So we don't want that. We want this to, you to get the discount and get these cards right away so that you can get them made for Christmas if you're going to make Christmas cards. Like I said, these cards are going to lend themselves well to using different sentiments besides the ones that come in the kit. I mean, come in the stamp set. The ones in the stamp set are thank you and thinking of you cards. If you want Merry Christmas, you'll have to get a different stamp set. So I think this is going to be a good thing. I don't know if this will be my new way of doing card kits. It might be. We'll just see how it works. If you all like how it works, then maybe we will. Let me turn my plate over. You all, tip, when your plate starts to warp a little bit, but bow, you want to flip it over so that that center is flat on the bottom there, okay? And it'll start bending it back the other way. And you don't want to wait too long to flip it, or it may not bend back, okay? And like I said, our cut and emboss machine is just like butter. It's amazing. I can't get over how much easier it is. And I'll really be able to tell you how much easier it is after my surgery. Oh my gosh. You guys, y'all know I'm having surgery on the 6th of December. It's rotator cuff surgery. And we'll see if I can use this machine after a while, after I start to heal some and can use my arm again. Okay, now that I've got all this cut out, we'll be very careful. My washi tape is wanting to stick to the cardstock there. Really slow. Don't want to tear. Okay, got all that. Make sure I don't lose any of my dies. There we go. We've got that, got our card. Okay, now we need dimensionals. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll put one down here. One here on the head and one here on the body. All right. And we're just going to have it kind of come like that. There we go. And now take these guys, for my New Englanders who say it that way. I know you don't really say it that way. All right, let me check for questions again. I need to keep up with the questions. Put a question mark in front if you have any questions about what's going on. All right, mostly it's hellos. Shirley says she's watching from New Orleans. I have a broken ankle. Oh, heavens, Shirley, how did you break your ankle? That sounds awful. I do. I wish a speedy recovery for you, Shirley, praying that it heals properly and perfectly. Yay. All right, here we go. Let's put these little guys in there. So one, and I'm going to stick this one kind of right here. I'll make sure you don't go past the card or it won't fit in the envelope. Okay, and then I'll put this one down here. I have to remember I have a dimensional right there, so it wasn't going under there. That's all right. And then this one I'll put over here on this side. And we'll have it. Come on, go under the tail, please. Thank you. There we go. That works. Yay. All right. So we have that cluster done. Now we just need this. Now what I'm going to do is you're going to get enough twine to do this. Where are my twines? And I'm using the copper clay on this one. And we're going to wrap it 3 times and tie a bow. All right. So I need enough for to do the loop and the tie. Okay. Go the loop in the tie, and we can go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and another. Okay. Now, what I like to do is use my clamping tweezers because I can't tie a bow like some of these demonstrators do, where they just hold it with their finger. I'm like, they amaze me. I do not know how they do that. They're very talented. So instead, I take, whoops, excuse me. In there. I just take my clamping tweezers, and that's my third hand. Okay, so I've got my third hand there, and I just make a bow and wrap it around, tuck it through. There we go. And then we pull that out and tighten it up, and voila. Okay, so we have our bow. Now, I don't want the loops that long, so I'm going to hold the loop and pull the tail. Okay, like that. That looks good. Let's trim this side. That looks great. Let's get some dimensionals here. Here, 1 and 2. 1 and, let's see, 2. That'll work. Come on. The dimensional backing wants to stick. Come here. Okay. Now, it doesn't go all the way to the edge. It's only cut at 4 inches, so you have like 1/8 of an inch on both sides. The designer paper is at 3 3/4, so you have like 1/4 inch. So it kind of sticks over the sides just a little bit. Not much. There we go. Got that. And if you want these to pull down more, just kind of adjust them best you can. All right. There we go. However you want it. I don't know. Something like that. Oh, don't forget the bling. All right. Now, the thing about the bling, I want you all to notice, these are very vanilla and basic beige. You can take a marker if you wanted to and color them. Okay, so you can make these any color you want. But because I have the crumb cake, it'll come to me, copper clay right there, we're going to do the copper clay. So, and I like using my embellishments. So let's put some embellishments on here. Here we go. There we go. And then here. Whoops, see, that one went flying. Yeah, there. And one more. Let's take a little one and put it over here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, and then the inside piece. So don't forget your inside. Of course, you could stamp your inside. So I'm just going to do a little glue there, a little glue there. All right, your first card is done. That didn't take too long. All right. So let me clean up real quick, and we will start card 2. Okay, so these 2 are out of the way. Whoops. Let's see, which box did it come in? This blue one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need a place for everything. There we go. Okay, number 2 is going to be the fun fold. So let me get all these colors out of the way. Get my bling put back over here and my twine put back over here. Linen thread. Put the lid back on my glue. Scissors. Tweezers. Clamping tweezers. There we go. All our stamps, tape. We're good. Okay. Phew. All right. Our second card is the fun fold. Now, where did I put? Oh, goodness gracious. Here it is. All right. The second card is the fun fold. Once again, we're going to use the same stamp, but this time we're going to be coloring it with Pool Party and Daffodil Delight. Our berries are going to be real red, but we're going to stay with the Cajun Cray. Goodness, I can't keep copper clay in my head this morning. Copper clay. All right, so let's do this. Pull all this out. So you're going to get all this in your kit, and you'll get the thread and the bling also. So let's do this. Now, all the measurements will be on the written instructions, so don't worry about that. We are going to first, this is one of the easiest fun folds ever. What you do is you just take a 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Cut this section in half, which is 2 3/4. Okay. Then fold this down. So you have this. Okay. And then this piece is just going to turn and it goes right there. Easiest fun fold in the world. Love it. All right. Make sure I don't have any questions. Whoops. Come here. Can't get my mouse. There we go. Okay, Shirley said she passed out in her hallway when she was going to the bathroom during the night. The doctors are trying to figure out why I keep passing out. This is the third time. Oh, heaven, Shirley, that is scary. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I know my father, he would pass out a lot too. Now, his had to do with his blood pressure. His blood pressure, when he stood up, would get so low, he would take a step and fall. He fell one time, though, in the kitchen and hit his head on the stove. Oh, my gosh. We thought, oh, it was horrible. But anyway, so you be careful. You get up slow, okay? And make sure you've got your balance before you start walking. All right. Back to our card here. So you're going to get these 2 pieces of designer paper here. This is the birch bark side. And I'm running out of glue in this bottle. Come on. There we go. You don't need very much. Our glue is really sticky. And this goes in on the inside. And then this one goes on the outside. Now, if for some reason I run out of birch bark when I'm making your card kits, I may have to switch this to one of the wood papers from the, it'll come to me. No, it's not coming to me. What is that paper called? Countryside Woods. Okay, we have this Countryside Woods that's very similar. Okay, not perfect, but similar. So if I run out, now I shouldn't, if I've got enough, I shouldn't run out. Okay, so that goes there. And now we're done with this part for right now. Okay, we need to move on to this piece. You'll get the Pool Party. Now, you could take, if you had this paper, you could take and cut this bird out. This is the bird we're making. However, there's no way I would have enough of these to cut out for everyone to have one. So that's why we're making our own. But if you get this kit and you'd rather just cut them out of the paper, then do that. Okay. Uh-oh. I cut this at the wrong size. Yikes. Okay, hold on. Yeah, if that's 2 3/4, this needs to be 2 1/2. Yikes, I have glue on it already. 2 1/2. Oh yeah, it's a quarter too big. Ooh, I do not want to get glue on my trimmer. Yikes. Oh, heavens to Betsy. I can figure this out. Hold on. Give me a sec. I should have some scrap paper around here somewhere. There we go. Come here, scrap paper. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to put that on there. And if I do this quick enough, I might be able to take the back off. So 2 1/2 right there. Oh, yes. Okay. And make sure it's cut correctly there. Yeah, it's already cut correctly that way. So be careful that I don't, if I cut yours wrong, be careful. Measure before you glue, you guys. Always measure before you glue with kits. I try my best, but sometimes you know what happens. All right. How we doing, you guys? Oh, thank you, Doris. Doris is a very pretty card. Yes, it is. All right, so that's our background piece. We can get these out of the way now and create our birds, and I'll show you how to do the coloring so your bird looks this way. All right, I need my scrap paper. What's over here? Here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, we're going to get the pool party first. So where's my pool party? So I have pool party, Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and the copper clay. Okay, so those are my colors I'm using. So let's get out the pool party first. And I've got the light pool party. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Come on. And kind of go where we want our color to be. Okay, we can come back in with dark in just a minute. But let's just get the color in where we want it to be. So we've got that, and then we've got his wing. All right, and then his underbelly. All right. Okay, actually, they kind of colored. They were kind of sloppy with their coloring, but that's all right. And then come in here where the marks are, where the lines are, kind of make it a little darker. There we go. All right, so that part is colored. That's the pool party. And then the Daffodil Delight. So we're going to put the Daffodil Delight dark under the wing and under the wing here. And then we're going to come in with the light and kind of give it a little more. There we go. Okay, so now our birds look like the ones in the picture. All right, so here they are here. Cool, huh? So that was pretty easy. All right, let's finish this up. We're going to have the copper clay beaks. Whoops, I did the paintbrush side. I don't usually use the paintbrush side, but actually it might be better for doing this part. Nah, I'm just no good at that brush tip because I'm so shaky. Okay, and let's come in here. There we go. Loving it. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Texas. We've got our fall weather finally. It takes a while, but it does come. Our leaves are starting to turn red and yellow and orange. We've got a neighbor down the street that has a beautiful maple, and it's starting to turn that really bright orange red right now. My favorite. Okay, we finished coloring the birds. We need the berries. All right, we're doing those in Real Red. So I'm just going to color them all in light and then go back and do the dots in the dark red. Yes, Allison, a great trick for minimizing the stickiness of your trimmer. Absolutely. Yeah, you do not want to get stickiness on your trimmer if you can help it, because it's no fun trying to clean it. Though I will tell you, rubbing alcohol will dissolve adhesive. So that's why I keep a little spray bottle of rubbing alcohol on my desk, so I can get rid of adhesive. And then I also have the adhesive eraser if I get adhesive on paper and I need to get rid of it. All right, so there are the berries. Now I'm going to come in with the dark where the berries have this dot. Yay. All right, and now to cut it out. So where am I? There we go. And just line that up. And what I'm going to trim that off so the whole thing doesn't have to go through. There we go. Here. Oops. Okay. Goes there. Okay, let me get all these markers out of the way for a minute. And I'm cutting scissors. Put everything back where it goes so I can find it in a minute. There we go. Okay. There we go. And what am I doing here? That goes there. And that goes there. All right, here's my card. So I need dimensionals on the back of this. Annie says she's from New Hampshire. She misses her full foliage. Oh, yes. New England has the best. You all who live up in New England, you'll have the prettiest falls. Well, but I take that back. Those of you who live over in the Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, I do love a beautiful golden aspen. Oh, against that white bark and blue sky. How many of you live over in the Rocky Mountain area and have that kind of fall? So gorgeous. Okay, then we have this little piece that will come in your kit. And that's for thinking of you. Or like I said, if you would rather it have a Christmas sentiment, just get a Christmas sentiment. If it doesn't fit on this little piece, you just cut it whatever size you need. But, there we go. Thinking of you always. And we're just going to put a little glue on this one. There we go. We may need to put a dimensional back here because it'll be hanging off the end and you don't want it flopping around. So we have glue on the bird and a dimensional on the end, and we're just going to put that right there. Okay, perfect. We're just going to glue this on here now, only on this end, okay? Don't get glue over here. You won't be able to open your card, okay? So get our glue out. Or if you have, you know, tear and tape, just something that's really strong that will hold. I have found that if you don't use a good adhesive on these type of cards, they fall apart too easy. Whoops. Okay, let's line that up. Now that you have your second flap on here, okay, you've got that. Now we can see where the white will go. So here's the white right there. So I have the white and it's going to go right here, but I want to make sure like it doesn't stick out on the sides like that. Okay. So how I do that, first of all, let's stamp it. So I have a friend like you. Okay. And now, make sure this is dry. Okay. Put some glue on the back here. All right, and this is the trick so that it doesn't show when you close your card. You stick the white right over the gray, right there, okay? And then you bring this side and you close it. And that's how you make sure the white is hiding underneath. Yes, yes, I have a Facebook user that says, great to find you on Sunday afternoon. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay, now I've got that. What are we missing? We're missing the string or the bow. So I'm going to do another bow in, actually, I was going to change this one to navy because I hadn't used the navy thread yet. And I thought the navy would look okay with this one. Okay, so whatever color. Let's go ahead and make the bow. Oops, come here. All right, try it again. Oh, I am having difficulty. Deep breath, relax. Here we go. Make a loop. Tuck it under. There we go. All right, now pull my tail down. Okay, and trim it. And then we're just going to put that right there. So a glue dot. And I just use my leftover glue dots from Paper Pumpkin and my card kits. I just find but if you don't have these, just a regular roll of glue dots will do you. But glue dots really are the best thing for attaching bows because they just stick on there and they don't move. Love it. Okay, and then the gems. So I'm using the Very Vanilla. Okay. And you could color these red or blue or whatever color you want. But I think they look okay white. There we go. It's hard to see them, but there you go. You can see it pretty good. All right. So thinking of you always, a friend like you brings me happiness. Fun. All right. So that's card number 2. All right. Let me clean up. We'll do card number 3. Now, those of you who are just joining me, we are doing the 4 cards that come in the free card kit for this mail. This month. I'm doing something different this month. You all are going to purchase your own product, and I'm going to send you the kits for free. The kit will include all the cardstock, the rhinestone or the gems, a little bit of the thread for each card, enough thread for the cards to make the bows. You'll have enough to make the 4 cards, 1 of each, and they're free with a $50 purchase. We're having a sale on the 13th, which is Wednesday to Friday. And that sale, you can get the products you need less than if I have you send me money and I purchase it because the sale's only 3 days. So, all right, we got that. Let's do card number 3. Now, card number 3 is the one where we're going to need to save the negative. All right, so we have the Shaded Spruce, what is this one? The Smoky Slate. Here it is, this one. Nope, that's the last one. This one, here we go. We're going to have the beige. I need to emboss that, and yours will be embossed when you get your kit. You'll need a piece that goes under the, you need a piece for cutting out the pine frame, and you need a piece that will go inside the card. And so they're different sizes. They're both 5 1/4, but the one that goes under the pine is smaller because the frame is smaller that you cut out. So we're going to take this and let's go ahead and cut this out and emboss this, and then we'll come to the other pieces. All right, so I'll put this card over here so you can see it while I'm doing this. So we need this piece here, okay, and this is going to go just centered, just like that, okay? So that's centered. Whoops, there we go. Okay, and then this goes in the embossing folder. Our embossing folder is the birch bark. Give me a birch bark. Okay, so this is the birch bark folder. It is huge. It's 6 inches by 8 inches. I love it. A lot of people are complaining they like making 5 by 7 cards, but the embossing folders weren't big enough. So guess what? Stampin' Up! Listened, and now you have big embossing folders. All right, to use an embossing folder with our new cut and emboss machine, you need the bottom plate, the 3D embossing folder, and the gray plate, or what I call the specialty plate, number 4 plate. All right. Now, all the plates come in the cut and emboss machine box when you get it. It's just, like I said, watch this. I mean, I know you can't see me very well, but pull this over. I mean, it literally, I get things, and look at that. I'm hardly using any, I'm not even using any strength. It's just, that's it. So awesome. I can't get over how wonderful it is. All right, so here's your embossed piece. Whoops, come on, get off there. It's got static. All right, there's your embossed piece. And like I said, yours will already be embossed if you get the kit. And then I do need to cut out this. And I have found with this one, okay, when you put it on, so you've got your cutting plate here. If you will put it at an angle so that the corner will go in first instead of straight, it works a lot better. It seems to cut better also. All right, so. Save this negative. You're going to need to save this negative for the next card. Okay, so you need to make this card first and then make the next card. This is card number 3 in the kit. All right, so this piece you need to save. Okay, we'll just put it over there for now. This piece, take out of the die. Come on. There we go. And if any of the like little pieces are stuck, just pop those out. There we go. Ooh, a lot of them. There we go. And there we go. Okay, all done. Now, this is where you need your shaded spruce. Like I said, you could do this with colored cardstock, but if you didn't have shaded spruce cardstock, but you have the shaded spruce markers, watch this. We're going to take the brush end. Okay. First, we're going to do all of the needles, and we're just going to brush up so they don't bend. Make sure you get them. We're going to color the edge, and then we're going to come back with the dark, and we're going to put in some detailing. It looks really cool. So it's a fun idea. And then if you wanted to make your pine tree pink, you could, or purple, make it any color you want. But like I said, if you had cardstock, you'd rather do this with the cardstock and not worry about coloring it. That works just as good for this design. Come on. These little needles, you do have to be, you can't go back and forth or the little needles bend. And I'm just doing the needles first because I can hold on to the frame without getting my fingers all messy right now. Even though alcohol ink dries quickly, it doesn't dry as like in a second. It does, you know, take a little longer. So we're just going to do all the pine needles first. Do, 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 do. You having fun watching me? Da-da. Let's see. So I asked if you all lived in the Rocky Mountain area and you all have your golden fall. And I didn't look to see if anyone answered. Oh, people who live in the prairie. Oh, yeah. Love it. Okay. All right. Almost done. Yay. Oh, one more thing. If you already put in a $50 order this month, which I have a few people who have, you're going to get the kit also. I know I got this kit out late this month. It took me forever to decide what to do. But if you've already put in a $50 order, you'll get the card kit and the embellishments. So you don't have to worry about it. But we are having a sale starting Wednesday. So if there's anything you're going to want, it's a lot of different, it's called a seasonal sale. There's a lot of different things for sale at different amounts of sales. Like I said, you can see it on the Stampin' Up website, stampinup.com. In the description box below on YouTube, I've listed it out. And but be sure if you want this card kit to put in that host code, okay, the host code right here. If you go over 150, don't put the host code in. You all know that you get Stampin' Rewards. Oh, my little paintbrush tip is getting mangled. There we go. I keep it a little more flat there. There we go. Okay. Now that I've done the light, we're going to come back with the dark and put in some detailing. So this is how you do it. You take the brush end and you start at the bottom of the pine and you just kind of flick it just like that. Hard. Don't have to cover the needles completely because you kind of you want some of the light to be in there also. So let me zoom in so you can see better. All right, so let me do this one here. So I'm just flicking up. This one, flick. I kind of start in the middle and go over to the sides. Whoops, sorry, I'm out of the picture there. So flick up, flick over to the sides. Yeah. Cool, huh? Flick. 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 Almost done. Y'all are going to really love what I do with the negative. Okay, there we go. Now zoom back out. Oh, my arm. Oh, y'all don't know how bad that hurts when I lift my arm up like that. Ooh, okay. Got that done, got that done, got this done. Now, this is not going to fit perfectly on here, okay? And that's all right. It fits good this way, but not this way. And that's because I need you to trim it down so it's perfectly behind it. However, if I had cut this to this size, it would have been more difficult to glue it on there and get it lined up. So this way, you just have to put the glue, come on the edge here. Okay, maybe a couple of the pine needles you could stick down. Don't go too crazy with the glue though, or it'll squish out and you'll have a big sticky mess. All right, now come here and line it up on the edge back here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'll pull it up more. Okay, just line it up on the edge back here. There we go, lay it down. Okay. And then we'll trim the edges. All right. So that way, you know, it's all the way behind these needles. Awesome. All right. So then you just use the pine cutout as your guide to trim these back. And it looks like I got just a little bit over here. There we go. And then this side. Perfect. All right. Now, this is a permanent marker, so it's not going to get on anything. I'll clean it off later. All right, let's do our bird now. So we need some, oh, it'll come to me. Spare paper, scrap paper. Here we go. And we're going to now be doing the house finch and the foliage, the little sprig thing there. All right, so let's get out. Now, I just looked up how to color a house finch. I knew they had red on them. And I thought that would be a pretty bird because it doesn't look, I mean, it looks like a robin, but I don't see robins at Christmas time. I don't know. I didn't think of a robin being very Christmassy, but this is definitely a house finch, would be around at Christmas time because they're around year-round. So I'll show you how I colored it to make it a house finch. Okay, so first thing is we're going to get the real red back out. So where I put that. And we're going to take the light and we're going to color these little shaded spots here, okay, and color the head. Okay, and then color this kind of breast area. All right. Let's get a little bit more red around his eye and down below his eye. Under his beak. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Whoops, my hair was in the way. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's why I have to constantly look at the camera. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. Okay. Do we have any questions? What's going to be on sale? Oh my gosh, Doris, I'm guessing you have to own or purchase the bird stamp set. Yes, ma'am, you do. Am I catching you live right now? Yes, you are. Love it. Okay, for those of you who've come in late, let me tell you what's going on. So this is our card kit by mail that I always do. And hold on, I need the crumb cake. Card kit by mail I do every month. But this time, you're going to purchase everything. And I'm just going to send you the cardstock. Now, I'll send you, like I'm going to emboss this piece for you here. I'll also send you a little bit of the DSP. Like I'll send you this piece of DSP and this piece of DSP. Okay, but I won't send you the whole pack. If you want the whole pack, go ahead and get it on sale. The sale, it's a huge sale. You need to go to stampinup.com and there's a list of, it's a percentage of different things like inks are a certain percent off, paper's a certain percent off. And so you need to look at all that. And then, yeah, and it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is the sale. And then if you put in the host code, I'll send you this kit for free, along with your monthly thank you gift, which I always give you, which the monthly thank you gift is going to be the nature tone embellishments that go with this suite. All right, now I did the light crumb cake. I did the light red. All right, I'm going to come in a little bit for you. And a house finch has a little bit of dark on its head, a little bit of dark behind its beak there. Okay, it has a little bit of like these dark specks on its belly. It has a dark wing. Okay, there we go. All right, and then it's going to have some gray. So where's my light smoky slate? There we go. My light smoky slate. I'm going to come in here with the light smoky slate and finish the wing. And I'm also going to come in and kind of color the belly like that. Maybe a little on where the red hits the brown. Okay. There we go. And that's pretty close to a house finch. Okay. The branch is going to be the copper clay along with the beak. So let's get the copper clay out. Actually, you won't even see this branch. I'm going to have it tucked underneath this, but we'll go ahead and color it for the sake of coloring. Let's get that beak. Okay, whoops. Bottom of the beak. There we go. And then the berries, I'm going to make red. And my greenery, I'm going to do shaded spruce. Oh, I'm zoomed in. That's okay. You can still see what I'm doing. All right. So I'm just coming in here and getting all these berries. I am also going to send out an email with all the information along with this video. So you'll get this email today. Oh, I missed this berry. It has all of the details about getting the card kit for free and the sale. It'll have all that in the email. So be watching for that today. Let's see. And this is card number 3. I've already done card 1 and 2. We just have one more card to make. So let me quickly finish coloring this. And like I said, we have the shaded spruce here. And I'm going to go in and do everything light, and then I'll come back with the dark for the detailing. So these are pretty easy to color. Just one little line. Can y'all still see? Yep. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Woo. Oh, and also if you're watching this video on the replay, like when you get your card kits and you want to watch this video again, if you'll go down, it'll be a YouTube video. If you go down in the description, there'll be a section that'll tell you where card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4 start. That way you don't have to go through the whole video to try to find the different cards, because that would be kind of crazy. This is one long video. 4 cards. And I think you're really going to love this technique I do on card number 4. There's actually 2 coloring techniques for card number 4. We're going to be using watercolor pencils and the negative to this pine cutout with a blending brush. So I think you're going to want to stick around for that. There we go. Almost done. Woo. All right. Nope, missed that one. Okay. Now, technically, that looks good enough, but this all looks really flat. So we're going to come in here. Okay, and we're going to get in there with the dark. And I'm just kind of coloring, you know, where there would be a shadow, like a V, where the bottom of the leaf is. I'm kind of just coming up where the leaf overlaps another leaf. I'm coloring back there. Okay, so that helps that. Then these leaves, I'm just coloring the other half dark. So 1/2's light and 1/2's dark. There we go. And I'm coloring the littler section dark. There. All right, so that helps make it look a little more dimensional. Let me zoom back out now. Oh, my arm. I'm going to stand up. Oh, I do look forward. I don't look forward to the surgery, but I look forward to having my arm healed. Come on. There we go. And we need our, okay, nope. We need the other die. Okay, we need this die and this die. Come here. All right. So the little house finch. Oh, it's a male house finch, by the way. If you're thinking house finch are only gray and brown, the female are gray and brown. The boys have the beautiful red. Sometimes they're called purple finch. I call them house finch. I don't know. For all I know, I could be wrong. I mean, I did Google house finch, and this is what came up. So I'm pretty confident on that. But if you put in purple finch, I'm not sure what comes up. But I was thinking that that was a type of bird also that looked like this. All right, so we got the dies on there. We got our cutting machine. There we go. Come on. Ooh, that washi tape can be really sticky. It's not supposed to be, but when it goes through that cut and emboss machine, it really presses it down into the paper. So just be careful when you pull it off. All right. Okay. Okay, put out our shaded spruce base. So your card kit will come with the shaded spruce base. We're just going to fold that in half. Okay. There we go. And get the, okay. And then our piece we made. Okay, we're going to do this up on dimensionals. Now, do you all save your dimensional backings? I mean, not backings, edging. Let me find one here. Okay, like this one here. Do y'all save these? You should, because of situations like this. That's just a little too wide, so I don't want the whole thing on there. I'm going to cut that down. Okay, now I leave it on here because I do find that when you pull it off, it's so long and thin, it makes a mess. So I pull that one off, and I'm going to put this one on this end. Okay. Come on. There we go. Now peel this off and put this one on the other side. There we go. My finger stuck over there. All right. And then if you want more, you could like stick this in the middle, but I think that's plenty. I'm going to save those pieces for another card. Okay. Here is our card base. Make sure it opens landscape, and then just pop that on there in the middle. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. We've got our beautiful kind of laurel, I don't know, swag. What do you call this? And our bird. So we're going to have the tails. We're going to have it overlapping like this. So the tail comes up, tucks in where the berry and the leaves are right there. Okay. Like that. And then kind of however you want to tilt it. Flip it over. Okay. Put the dimensionals on the back. Come here, dimensionals. There we go. And overlap where the bird and the branches come together. Oops, come here. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we needed the fourth one, but that's okay. I had it out. I hope you all like this idea of having a card kit free. I know there's a couple other demonstrators that do this. Melissa Faust and Rhonda Wade. They do it this way. I kind of got the idea from them, but also because, like I said, I'm leaving for Thanksgiving on the 21st. We're going to South Carolina. Do you all know where Debbie Dew Island is? So right next to Polly something, I forget, Georgetown, north of Charleston. That's where I'm going to be for Thanksgiving with my brother-in-law and the in-law families. And I will be getting back on the 2nd of December. Then I have surgery on the 6th of December. So that is another, and I just don't have time to order all the stuff, cut it all up, get it out to you like I usually do. So that is the reason why. What am I doing? I'm looking for a sentiment, thinking of you. Here it is. Okay. Make sure this is the right width. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to put it over here to the right. Give myself enough room to do the little dovetail. Okay. And I just snip in the middle. And then I rotate it and go from the corner to where I snipped. And then I flip it over and I go from the corner to where I snipped. Okay. And now I want to see how far out I want it to go. So it's going to be tucked underneath the branches there. All right. And I don't want the T to be covered. So that looks good right there. All right. So we're going to just snip that. And we're going to tuck that underneath there just like that with a little glue. Come on, get under there. Thinking of you always. I love it. Now, I'm going to hold it there, and I'm just going to get my glue. Whoops. Okay, what is this? It's always something. Okay, glue, and just put a little dab of glue under there. Whoops, it needs to go under that branch, too. I'll get that branch in just a sec. There we go. There. That little branch too, goodness. Thinking maybe I should have put the banner on before I put the frame on, but that's okay. All right, we've got all that. What do we need? We need our string, which we're going to use the green this time. All right, here's the green. And we'll use the green gems also. Okay, this is starting to come off the end here. I don't like that. Hold on. There we go. Whew. Definitely don't want that unraveling. Okay. Good afternoon. I am so sad that I cannot see who's watching me on Facebook. It just says Facebook user. But thank you for sharing. And I usually do not go live today. Those of you who are saying, wow, I caught you live. Yeah, I'm coming live today because of this free card kit I decided to do. So I needed to show you, I wanted you all to see the cards, and this is the video for the instructions, and I'm doing it all together. And we're almost done. We just have the one more card to make. So I'm having difficulty here. Where are my tweezers? Ah, there they are. Oh, goodness, I really am having problems here. Okay, and this is going to go right here. Okay, and then this is going to go right there. There we go. So we've got that on there. And then the bling. Here's my bling. Here's my bling. Love this. You've got all the different colors that match the paper. And like I said, I love doing it in twos, a big and a little together. A big and a little. And then we just have room for a little down here. Whoops, come here. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, and oh, we've got the inside. You'll have a piece for the inside also, but and you can stamp that. That is card number 3. All right, so we've done 1, 2, and 3. We have the 4th card now. Remember, these cards are free, the kits. It'll come with the card base. It'll come with the cardstock to cut the pine out. It'll come with the cardstock embossed. It'll come with enough scrap white to stamp, cut, color, and cut out all the pieces. It'll come with the instructions printed and also this video. So, and it's also going, your kit will also come with an entire pack of the embellishments. $50 or more using the host code. And we are ready for card number 4. Now, pull some stuff away here. I'm getting kind of cluttered. Get all my markers out of the way. I don't need those this time. This time, we're going to use colored pencils. Did you all know we had colored pencils? So you buy a whole box of them. And this is the Coastal Cabana, the Crushed Curry, and the Cajun Craze. All right. But these are our watercolor pencils. They're not regular coloring pencils. Regular coloring pencils have wax. Watercolor pencils, you add water to them and the color turns to ink. It turns, to the paint. So it's really awesome. So it's like those little round watercolor trays, but the watercolor material is in pencil form. Pretty awesome. And we sell those. So there won't be on sale, but we do sell them if you don't have any. Okay, we have the piece for the inside. So that goes there. We have you'll get this punched out for you already for the sentiment. Don't need 2 of them. Also, this piece, what's this piece to? Where's this card? Here it is. Nope, this was for something else. Sorry. Put that over there. All right, so this has, this has the smoky slate to, you're going to stamp your birds on smoky slate this time instead of white. And you're going to use the watercolor pencils to color. It's a technique. It's a fun technique to do. And you could do it with regular colored pencils. This technique, you don't need watercolor pencils to do this because we're not going to actually add water to it. But you do need a blender brush to create this background. All right. I'm going to show you how. You need the negative to the card number 3. Okay. You're going to need this negative. All right. You're going to need your white piece right here. And we're going to put that on there and we're going to ink blend. All right. That's our little stencil. So let's get all this out of the way. Let's go ahead and fold our card base in half and get that out of the way. The card base is Mossy Meadow, so you'll want Mossy Meadow green if you don't have that. Ink, that might be something you want to purchase. If not, whatever green kind of coordinates with Mossy Meadow would work fine. All right, so let's put that to the side. It's okay that I've got all that there, but I don't want this thing to move, but I can't really use washi tape or it'll hide it. So I'm going to have to put double-sided stick on the back or just hold it, make sure I don't let it move holding with my fingers. Well, I tried doing it with my fingers last time and it moved. So I use this on my scrapbook thing. These are removable dots. Okay, removable dots. You just get this on Amazon. And I'm just going to put a couple on the back there. Well, 3. Okay, so those are removable dots. And now when I center this, should I get that good and centered? Okay, and I press down. That's not going anywhere. All right. Now get my Mossy Meadow out. I don't think I got it out yet. No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to first do it dark, and then we're going to turn it and do it light. All right, so you ready for this? This is such a fun technique. All right, and if you've got a glass mat, that's great, or just start in the center of the cardstock and just start getting a lot of ink on there. Okay, we're going to make it really dark, as dark as we can. Okay, nice and dark. Okay, a little darker. When we rotate it, we'll do it light. Now, another thing is your fingers. When you turn this, if you start doing this side, you're going to get those fingers in there. So get yourself, I like to use Post-it notes. Here we go. Here's a Post-it note to put on there to hold it. Here. So I have something to hold without getting my fingers all dirty. So that's another trick. And it's okay if you're getting this in the ink back here, because that's just going to be hidden. So. Nice and dark. Almost black. All right. I think we're good. Double check. Maybe get this end a little better. There we go. Okay. Now that we've done that, okay, we're going to pick it up and we're going to turn it. All right. All right. So you've got removable dots. So if you didn't press it down too hard, they're supposed to be removable. Come on. There we go. And we're going to rotate it. Okay. So we're going to rotate it. I'm actually going to get some of my oil for my skins on those dots. They were kind of tight. And now we're going to line up the edges. Okay. Line up the edges. There we go. I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Line up the edges and now do a very light. Okay. Hardly any at all. Just very light. And I'm picking it up from the glass mat. Whoopsie. Be careful with the pine. It's very light. There we go. So fun. Okay, I think we did it. All right. Now we still got a little bit on our hands. We're going to need to make sure our hands are clean before we continue, because we don't want, now isn't that the coolest? Isn't that the coolest? All right. So you could save that for another one. Let it dry. Let's get all this cleaned up here. All right. Close my ink pad. Get this out of the way. Pencils. Go wash your brush later. It'll be okay for a little bit, but you don't want it to dry on there if you can help it. And now this is, now this just wipes up. It's water-based ink, but this permanent is not. That was from the shaded spruce we did. So just take some rubbing alcohol and watch this magic. Whee! All gone. I love it. Best invention ever, the glassed craft mat. Okay. Back to what we're doing. So now get out your gray smoky slate. Okay, let's move that over there. And let's get out our birds. Here are our birds and our black memento. Okay, there we go. Fun. Okay, now we're just going to cut it out. So let's get our die. Come on. Or you could color it first and then cut it out, either way. There we go. And now we're going to do the watercolor technique, or watercolor pencil technique. And we have that. Now we need our pencils. So we're going to take the blue and we're going to come in here and we're going to get some blue on the wing and some blue on the tufted part, tufted titmouse. Just basically I'm putting blue where there's pencil sketching. Not being very careful. It's okay. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, and all of this is going to be covered up anyways with the hexagon, so you don't really need to worry about that. But that's all there is to it. Just that's all the coloring we did. I'm coming in here with the crushed curry for my berries. I know that's an odd color for berries, but what can you do? You could make them red, of course. I just thought that that'll look cool this way. Okay, and color these over here. So it really gives it like a chalky look. I guess that's the best way to explain it, instead of a painted look. And finally, the Cajun Craze for the wood. Cajun Craze is pretty close to copper clay. So we've been using that. And like I said, all that's going to be covered up, so I don't need to really worry about coloring in there. Now, if you wanted to, though, you could take your water painter and paint it a little bit. But I like it the way it is. I think it looks cool that way. Okay, so we're done with oh, I forgot the beaks. Beaks. I have those with the Cajun Craze also. Whew. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now, this and this. So this first is going to be put on here. So let's get another one of our blank pieces here, too wide that way. So we're just going to snip, 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 and then peel that off and stick it on there. And then peel this one off. Well, thank you, Doris. She says it looks amazing. There we go. Whoops, come on. Why are you not sticking? All right, we're sticking to everything except what I wanted it to stick to. Come on. There we go. Oh, good grief. Come on. There we go. There. All right. Some of the backing paper stuck to the dimensional part. All right, so that's what was going on there. And then make sure that's even. Okay, it's nice and even. Awesome. And now our birds, get some dimensionals for our birds. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. Yep. 1, 2. Turn this over. I think I'm gonna have to snip that little one. No, I don't. Okay, that fits. Wow, that's cool. Okay, and one last little piece here. Ooh, does not want to come off that paper, does it? There we go. Perfect. And now we're gonna have this kind of look like it's coming out of the paper there, right there. It looks good, right there, kind of wherever. Sending thanks and love. All right, sending thanks and love. Or like I said, if you'd rather do a Merry Christmas, get your Merry Christmas out. These kits should get to you the first week in December. So as soon as I get home from Thanksgiving, I will be shipping these out. So you have until the 30th to place an order, $50 or more, to get the kit for free, plus the embellishment that goes with it. All right, now I'm just going to glue that on there because we've got enough dimension already. Let's see where we're going to put it right there. Okay. All right. Perfect. And our bow. So we're going to use the twine. Oh, we're going to use the green this time. Where's the green? Oh, green, where are you? There it is. Actually, no, there's too much green. Let's go with the copper clay. There we go. Make that a little smaller. Okay, be watching for your email. It's going to have all the information, plus the description down below in the YouTube channel. All of that's there. So basically, all you have to remember is place the order, get the kit for free, plus the bling. And we have a sale starting Wednesday. So you'll want to wait till Wednesday. If you want to know about the sale, about what's on the sale and all that stuff, go to stampinup.com and then click on the little pop-up window. There's a thing that says seasonal sale. Okay. At least I think it does. It might not be there till Wednesday. But in the description below and in the email, it'll tell you what's on sale. All right, we did that. We're missing something. What are we missing? We're missing bling. Of course, we're missing bling. Let's go with the copper ones this time. And we'll put 2 on the thing here. Let's get 1 right there and right there. Okay, we got 2 there. And then let's put 1 down here. There we go. Okay. Yay. Awesome. All right. Let me get all cards out again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So this is the first card. This was the second card. It's a little fun fold. Okay. This was the third card. And then you save that negative when you cut that out and you use it as a stencil for this card. Okay. So those are the 4 cards. You'll get the cardstock. You'll get, this piece will be embossed for you. You'll get the hexagon punched out for you. You'll have the cardstock cut to the right size. Plus you'll get enough scrap white paper to stamp, color, and cut out. So you just need the stamps, the colors. Oh, and you'll also get the DSP for the card. So this, and this DSP here. These 2 didn't carry any DSP. Now, one thing is, if you own the DSP, you could just cut this bird out instead of coloring it yourself. Okay. But anyways, and you could use the birds that are on the paper instead of making your own birds. But there you go. That's it. I hope you all enjoyed this Sunday crafting time with me. I enjoyed having you with me. Let me double check and make sure I didn't miss any questions. I'm scanning quickly, looking for question marks. There's one. What's going to be on sale, Doris? I don't know off the top of my head, but like I said, watch your email today. Yes, you have to buy your own bird stamp. You have to buy all your stuff to create these cards. I'm just going to send you the cardstock to make the cards and the bling. The bling, I always give you a pack of gems every month when you purchase $50 or more. So the gems are going to be the gems that match this. Okay, that's all I've got for you guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your Sunday, and I will see you Monday night for Monday Night Stamping. Okay, bye-bye.